Hi, I'm Michelle Fox with Marykay Cosmetics. I have been a consultant for over 21 years and I absolutely love what I do. I have talked to a whole lot of women about becoming consultants, and I've noticed that they typically ask three questions and often think that that's really what they need to know before they make a decision. But there are a couple of other things that are important to understand before you make that decision, and that's what I want to talk about today. What are the things that you should be asking? What are the things that you need to really wrap your head around before you make that decision? Is it right for you? I think it's right for a whole lot of people, but I know it's not right for everybody. So let's just be super, super honest and talk about what do you have to do to get started? What do you have to do to stay there? What do you do to make money? And decide, is it something for you or not? Okay? So, what do you have to do? The only have to in Mary Kay, seriously, is signing your agreement and paying for your starter kit. And right now you have two options for your starter kit. One is called an e-start, and that's where everything is completely online. You would pay $30 at this time. This is 2021. $30 would get you a professional website for a year. This is a beautiful, professionally developed and maintained for you website where people can come and not only shop, but they can do virtual makeovers, quizzes, create their own profile. They can keep track of their sales. They can get reminders. It's incredible. So you get that for $30. You also get banking services through ProPay, so they process your credit card transactions. You will still pay a percentage per transaction, but as far as the annual fee, that is covered by your $30. So far for 30 bucks, you've got a professional website for a year and you've got a relationship with a bank taking care of your credit card situation for a year, plus access to all of our professional apps, all of our online training, and our digital services, which is everything that you need to run your business. We have a way for you to keep track of your inventory, your customers, your mailings. It's absolutely amazing. We have an online calendar for you to use. There is absolutely everything you need to start your business for $30. It's mind-blowing, really. If you know that you want to have in-person appointments and you want to have demos, you want to have trays and mirrors and samples, then you really want to use a traditional starter kit, and that's what you are probably accustomed to seeing. That is now $130. Why? Because we are incorporating the $100 starter kit and the e-start. We're putting them together so that you also get the $30 website and the banking services and all the digital apps and bells and whistles, plus the starter kit, which includes a beautiful bag. I guess I can show you, shouldn't I? Let's see. Take that off, take that off, take me off. Okay, so that includes a beautiful designer bag, several full-size products so that you can begin demonstrating product, but bottom line, the retail value of those products is worth 4 times what you're paying. And this is a tax-deductible purchase. So you need to think like a business person. When you are spending money, it's an investment, it's tax-deductible, and you have to think about the return that you're getting. So what comes in this starter kit? You're getting a miracle set, retail value $110. You're getting a second miracle set minus the eye cream so that you have both the combination to oily and the normal to dry formulas. You have CC creams in every shade, a full-size satin hand set, an oil-free eye makeup remover, and a full-size mascara. And like I said, mirrors and trays and samples and applicators and everything you need, all of the paperwork, sales tickets, placemats. It goes on and on. It's really, it's phenomenal. Every time someone that signs up with me receives their starter kit, they call me, I cannot believe all of the stuff that's in this kit. It really, it's like mind blowing. So the first decision is, which way do you want to go with that? Do you think that you would only run your business online, or do you think that you would be likely to run your business face to face? There is a third option that isn't talked about much, but it is possible to start out online with your $30 option, thinking you're just going to do it digitally, and realize that, I think I do actually need that kit. Your director can order that $100 starter kit and add it later, okay? But no matter how you go around it, if you're going to get the full kit, you end up paying $130, okay? It's just $30 now, $100 later, okay? So, whatever. It all ends up the same. So, to become a consultant, you have to sign your agreement and decide which one you want, which option you want. Now you're a consultant, okay? That's all you have to do. So when people say, how many orders do I have to place in a year? It's a really tough question to answer, okay? Because you don't have to place an order ever. So is it possible to buy the starter kit and never place an order? Yeah, it actually is. And people do that because either they buy it and they, get cold feet, or they get buyer's remorse, or they just really frankly bought it just because it's such a good deal. That's not what I recommend, because this is a business opportunity. This isn't meant to be, hey, buy this starter kit, but to each his own. So when you are ready to place an order, how big does it have to be? I think that people tend to think in terms of minimums. So the minimum amount for your very first order is going to be $225 your cost. $225. That is a wholesale amount. That will purchase $450 of retail product. If you're quick at the math, you can see we make 50%. So we purchase at half off. We sell at regular retail, which, by the way, if you give a discount, if you, right before you even start, tell your friends and family you're going to give them 20% off, that comes out of that 50% that you're supposed to make. So you pay the same amount to the company no matter what. So any discount that you give, any freebies that you give, that comes out of your profit. So be careful with that. Be very careful with that. That's just a little tidbit, a little nugget from me to you, okay? So your very first order is going to be $225. Think about this. Minimums are not how business people tend to think. So just let that rumble around in your head a little bit, okay? $225 is the smallest order that you can possibly place. I don't know a whole lot of business people that go around talking about, what's the least that I can do? What's the smallest amount that I can accomplish? What's the littlest amount of inventory, or the littlest amount of real estate? So ask yourself, why are you talking minimums? That's an interesting conversation to have with yourself too. So moving on, how many times do you have to order in a year? Like I said, you don't have to order ever, but if you want to remain a consultant, meaning that the company considers you an independent beauty consultant, you have to order once every 12 months. So you don't ever have to order, but if you want to maintain your consultant title, you have to order once every 12 months. Okay? When you place your order, the smallest size order you can place is a $225 wholesale, which gets you $450 of retail product. When you place that, you are then considered active. You're an active consultant. Woot, woot. And now you have earned a discount. Now you have let the company know, I'm ready to go. I am actively selling. And for the month that you have placed that order and the 2 months after that, you have earned your 50% discount, and you can place any size order. So I have a very cool visual for that. Hold that thought. Oh, let's see. I got to drag this up. I do struggle with these. Okay. So let's say you start in February and you place your 225 wholesale. That is your very first month active. You can place any size order in March, any size order in April, but if you didn't order anything or you ordered very small amounts, you did not order another 225, then you are inactive. Active, 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 inactive. What happens when I'm inactive? Nothing other than the fact that you cannot order a small amount and get your half price. Let's think on that. Let's do another example. 225, you're active first month. Now, if once you're already active in the second or third month, if your orders together equal 225, you have reinstated your first active month. It's like a first down. So since together your March orders equal 225, you're active month 1 again. You just gave yourself an extra month. So now you're active month 1, month 2, month 3, but apparently you did not do any big orders in April or May. So in June, you're inactive, meaning you do not have your 50% discount. Here, January, 225 wholesale. Next month, 75. Month after that, well, it's still within the second or third month, and together they equal 225. So you've just reinstated your first month. So that's cool. So now you're month 1, 2, 3. So you just managed to stay active for 5 whole months. So all of that time you could place any size order and get it 50% off. In June, you would not be able to do that. So if you tried to place a $75 order in June, you would have to pay full price. So, well, then what do you do? What do you think you'd have to do? You don't have to do anything. You can ride it out. You can be inactive. You can be inactive for 12 months, okay? But if you want to place an order and you want to get your discount, you have to qualify for your discount again. So what do you think you have to do to qualify for your discount? You have to do the 225 again. The way I think of it is this. If we could come in to the company for $30 and then do a 225 and then for the whole rest of our lives get half price, everybody on the planet would do that. There has to be a threshold. There has to be something that says, I'm working this like a business. And that's what it is. That 225, 2 months later, you need to do it again to show that you are actually working this like a business. And if you're not working it like a business, because honestly, some people use this as personal use discount, then typically what they do is they order everything they need that first order, and then they've got 2 months that if they forgot something, they can still get it at 50%. And then they wait until that 12 months is over, and then they place their 225 again, or not, it's up to them. So there is a difference then. Let me see. I have a visual for this as well. So then you have to really decide, am I coming in, just to shop, or am I coming in to make money? Am I coming in to really take advantage of this as a career opportunity? A shopper is in it for the 50% savings. And so that person is going to place that first order and probably not do anything else. Okay. This person is not making money. A side gig is going to be making the 50% profit. So she is probably doing the 225, maybe a little bit more, and she's selling a little bit here and there on the side. This person is probably coming in with the $30 e-start. The smart money is working it a little bit harder. She came in with a little more inventory. She has a bigger vision. She's building a team. She's earning prizes, maybe even the use of a car. And yes, it is possible to replace your full-time income with Mary Kay money. It is. So those are some things that you need to think about, because the tension comes when you come in thinking and acting like you're only coming in for the personal discount and you only purchase the 225, but you're kind of toying with the idea of selling to people, and then you get frustrated that you can't buy at half price because you're inactive. Well, that's where you need to make a decision, because if you come in September and place your order, and then in April your sister wants to buy something and you can't get half price and you don't want to place another 225, you really got nobody to cry to, because you have to decide, are you in it for the discount, or are you in it to make money? Do you see what I'm getting at? So it can get, I think, for those who can't make that decision, I think there's that tension, that frustration, but you just can solve it by making the decision. Either you're going to only use it for personal use and not sell to your sister, or you're going to decide, okay, then I'm going to go for it. And you place that 225 in April and you just sell to your sister and a whole lot of other people. So let's see, we've talked about what do you have to do to get started, how much does it cost to get started, how often do you have to order in a year, how big does your order have to be, and the 3 different ways that you can come in, either as a personal use discount, a side gig, or somebody who really wants to make it big and replace their income. So those are pretty much the bare bones of what's going on when you want to come into Mary Kay. Now, of course, once you have thought through all of that and you're like, okay, yeah, I think I want to do this, there are lots of other things to talk about in terms of whether you should purchase inventory and how much and all of that. All I'll say regarding that is this. No one is going to force you to purchase inventory. Those that say that you have to are not telling the truth. And if anyone is pressuring you to do that, that is not right. You're an adult and you get to make your own decision. Typically, you determine whether to do that and how much to do that. There is a sheet that you fill out. It's a questionnaire where you say, this is how much time I'm willing to commit. This is my vision. And there is a recommended amount of inventory to purchase based on your answers. And the more inventory you purchase, the more freebies you get. It's just a way to help you get started. I think that the negative vibes, the bad rap, the horror stories that you hear are a combination of people that have been unduly influenced by someone who maybe didn't have the right motives, and that is sad and that is awful. But it happens not just in Mary Kay, it happens in a whole lot of places, not just in direct sales either. So you need to be wise and you need to make your own decision. But inventory is not the enemy, okay? You can't sell from an empty wagon. And for the girls that sign up under me, I say if you're going to sell at all, to come in with a minimum of a 600 wholesale so that you get some freebies and you got a nice bundle to start with. So that's just my 2 cents on that. But there are lots of pros and cons to the different size inventory options and so forth. But you can discuss all of that with your recruiter and your director and just know what's right for you. And here's the thing. You can always change your mind and fix it. If you purchase a huge inventory and change your mind, you've got a 90% buyback guarantee. You probably didn't know that. If you purchase more inventory than you need within the first 12 months, Mary Kay will take it back and give you 90% of what you paid. I don't know anybody else that does that. Okay, that to me is astonishing. That's class. That's very classy. And if you feel like you didn't get enough, you just can get more later. So there's nothing, that can't be fixed. So it's a big decision, but it's not something that you need to, lose sleep over. So as you can see, this was not a rah-rah sis boom bah video about casting a vision or trying to talk you in or out of. It's just letting you know the facts. This is what you need to do. These are your options. This is what it means. This is what you have to do, and this is what you don't have to do, because it's really important that you know these things so that you can make a quality decision. Knowledge is power, and I wish you the best. And if this is the first time that you've heard about the Mary Kay opportunity and something inside of you is feeling excited, reach out to me, because I would love to chat with you. I've got an awesome team and I love to watch them grow. It is the joy of my life to train them and encourage them, and I would be honored to welcome you into our group. So thank you for listening. If you have questions, please comment. I will answer, and I appreciate your time. I hope you learned something.